Many thanks for staying with us, everyone. Now, the Nigerian Football Federation says the Central Bank of Nigeria is processing the allowances of the Super Eagles players and officials at the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Now, this is being reported after the Super Eagles had threatened to boycott their Afcon 2025 quarter-final match against Algeria due to unpaid allowances. Now, players and coaching staff of Nigeria are waiting on Afcon bonus payments as win bonuses from 4 matches against Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda and Mozambique had not been paid. Now, the squad was earlier reported to have said it remained focused, but the players will not train or travel to Marrakesh on Thursday if this isn't resolved. The Eric Shell-led team is scheduled to take on Algeria in the quarter-final of the competition in Marrakesh on Saturday for a place in the semi-finals. Right, joining me now from Marrakesh, Morocco, is Arise sports correspondent Ebi Iyomo. Ebi, good to see you. It's unbelievable, unthinkable that we are here where we are, talking about non-unpaid match bonuses for our Super Eagles. What exactly is going on? Well, in that intro that I just read, NFF is explaining that the CBN is processing it. What does this mean exactly?
Well, it's nice to see you too, Ngozi. Yes, we got the news a few hours ago, and what I would like to say is that the Super Eagles of Nigeria actually trained due to evening, but they say that they remain focused for the game, but they just want their bonuses to be paid. That's their match bonuses for 4 games. And I was able to speak with the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, that's Ibrahim Gusso, who says that the money will be paid anytime from now, just reiterating what you read out there. But what I would say is that for Nigeria to even have this issue in the first place once more, whether the CBN is delaying the processing or it's just that, because this is about not up to 2 months after what happened in Morocco, same Morocco in November in Rabat. So it just puts Nigeria on the bad light, especially knowing that this is an international competition where everyone, foreign media, everyone is really watching this African Cup of Nations. Hopefully this is resolved immediately and the players get to play against Algeria, because this is an important game, a break-or-mark game for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
And I wonder, I mean, if it gets resolved eventually, if the damage really hasn't been done in terms of the psyche of the players, and of course Nigerians who would be rooting for the players.
Well, the whole incident is something that you can definitely not even understand, because you would have thought that 2 months after this story will not be raised or be heard once more. But sadly, it is. I just hope that this does not affect Nigeria, because the players, even before, after the game, that's the round of 16 game, they came out and said they are focused, they want to go all the way. So hopefully it doesn't affect them. But I like the fact that they still trained amidst all of this. It means that they are actually focused on playing against Algeria, because Algeria, as we speak, are also preparing for the game. Whether the Super Eagles are played or not, it's none of their business. They will be training and preparing to play against Nigeria. So I just hope that Nigeria will also resolve these and play the quarterfinals and progress to the semifinals.
And Algeria definitely is not a walk in the park. I mean,
at all.
North African teams are usually nemesis, if you like. So the Super Eagles need all the concentration that's required to meet Algeria on Saturday when they go to. But by the way, do we even know how much we're talking about here? How much is meant to be paid by the Central Bank of Nigeria?
Well, it's $10,000 paid. It should be about 40,000 US dollars.
Ah, a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 4 games.
All right, that's fine. Ebi Yomo, thank you very much. Is there anything else that we need to know as the games prepare, apart from this unfortunate drama? Is there anything more that we need to know that you want to let us know?
Well, really nothing much, but what I can say for a fact, like I said earlier, is that the players trained, and the NFF president said that the players should get their money any moment from now. I don't know what the cause of the delay is, if it's just the CBN or something else, but he says that they will get their money in a few moments.
Can
so
you
that is done.
What can you tell us about Osimhen? There's been, developments around Osimhen saying he will not, play for the team if ABCD is not in place. Is that being resolved? And what would you say about the fitness, overall fitness of the team as they hopefully play Algeria come Saturday?
Well, for Osimhen's case, I think it was blown out of proportion because
Ah,
in matches we see players argue. About 3 weeks ago, we saw Bissaguet of Senegal, his own Premier League team for Everton, hit his own teammate and get a red card. Few days later, he came out to apologize that he was in a heat of the moment. So it's all about just wanting to get the job done. And I think that they've resolved everything because we saw them in training not too long ago, and they are ready to go. They are good to go. That is totally resolved. And for fitness, I think most of the players are fit. We only had before the game, the run of 16 games, just as returning, but every other player is fit. Franco Yeka, except Brian Alebios, who will see what happens if he's fully fit because he had an injury in the last group stage game. We'll see if he's really fully fit now to play other matches.
there were concerns about Nwabali before going into this game. Are those concerns still valid in terms of his fitness?
Well, Wabali played the last game as we all saw him, so
Right.
he's definitely fit for the quarterfinal game. That's for a fact. He's fit. After the game, we spoke as a mixed zone, and he's totally fit for the next game.
Ebi, one more question. What's the general spirit in the camp, the general mood?
Well, the players are ready. As we can recall, in 2019, Nigeria faced off against Algeria in the semi-finals, and we were knocked out by Algeria by 2-1. That late Riyad free kick is one that resonates with players' mind, especially players like Wilfred who was captain, Moses Simon, who was part of the squad. So we have a few players who were part of the 2019 squad still in this squad, and I'm very sure that they want to put in their all to ensure that Nigeria gets to the semi-finals of the African Cup of Nations. So hopefully, I think everything is set and ready for the game, except these news that broke earlier. But the players are focused and really ready to take on Algeria in the quarterfinals.
All right, Ebi Yomo, thank you very much. We hope the Super Eagles come home with the cup the fourth time. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, we'll be rooting for them, definitely.